Sairam students, welcome to English Literature lecture. Today we are going to begin a new chapter from our English textbook Footprints Without Feet. The chapter name is Footprints Without Feet by H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells is Herbert George Wells. He was an English writer. He was born on 21st September 1866 and died on 13th August 1946. He was an English writer. He was prolific in many genres, writing dozens of novels, short stories, and works of social satires, commentary, biography, and autobiography, and even 2 books on recreational war games. Now, this story is about Griffin. Griffin is a scientist. Now, he discovered some chemicals through which he can become invisible. But at the same time, the man can be touched and felt physically. So let's read and find out how he uses or misuses his powers for his own sake. Right? So let's get started. 2 boys started in surprise at the fresh muddy imprints of a pair of bare feet. What was a barefooted man doing on the steps of a house in the middle of London? And where was the man? As they gazed, a remarkable sight met their eyes. So 2 boys suddenly noticed a few muddy imprints. Imprints stamp a mark on a surface. They started wondering that what was a barefoot man doing on the steps of a house in London? And they also started thinking that where was the man, as he was nowhere to be seen. Only the footprints were seen. Okay, so they suddenly saw another footmark. Let's see what happened next. A fresh footmark appeared from nowhere. Further footprints followed one after another, descending the steps and progressing down the street. The boys followed, fascinated, until the muddy impressions became fainter and fainter and at last disappeared altogether. So they suddenly saw another footmark. The man was still not visible. They started following the footprints. Why? Because they were curious. They were interested. They were very much interested. And they followed the footprints until the footprints became invisible. They had been following. Okay, they had been following it till it completely disappeared. The explanation of the mystery was really simple enough. The bewildered boys had been following a scientist who had just discovered how to make the human body transparent. Griffin, the scientist, had carried out an experiment after experiment to prove that the human body could become invisible. Finally, he swallowed certain rare drugs and his body became as transparent as a sheet of glass. Through it also remained as solid as glass. Brilliant scientist though he was, Griffin was rather a lawless person. His landlord disliked him and tried to eject him. In revenge, Griffin set fire to the house. To get away without being seen, he had to remove his clothes. Thus, it was that he became a homeless wanderer, without clothes, without money, and quite invisible, until he happened to step in some mud and left footprints as he walked. Okay, so here, the man whom the 2 boys were following, his footprints suddenly disappeared. The man was still not visible. So these boys were actually following a scientist named Griffin, who had discovered how to make human body transparent or invisible. So it was Griffin the scientist, now who had been working for a very long time to see how to make the human body invisible. So suddenly one day what he did, he consumed certain drugs that made him, that made his body invisible through though it could be felt. So Griffin, he consumed those drugs and became invisible. Now, what kind of person was Griffin? He was a lawless person, as he had once burned down the house of his landlord, who was trying to throw him out. And as he wanted to be invisible, he had to give away his clothes. He had to remove his clothes and then roam around without clothes, and then also, without any money. So he was not having anything with him. His presence was felt after he stepped in some mud, and his footprints could be seen as he walked. Okay, now there are certain new words that we have come across in this paragraph. I hope students you are having a pen and paper to write it down. Bare refers to uncovered, not clothed or covered. Muddy, something which is covered with mud. Gazed means looked at steadily and intently, as if in admiration or thought or in surprise. Remarkable means worthy of attention. Sight, the power of seeing. Progressing means move forward. Fascinated, strongly attracted or interested towards something. Fainter, something that is barely seen, barely perceptible. Bewildered means confused, perplexed, very puzzled. Eject, compel to leave a place, compel someone to leave a place. All right, so this is a story of scientist, of Griffin the scientist, who had been working for a long time on how to make the human body invisible. He was a lawless person, and he had once burned down the house of his landlord, who was trying to throw him out. And now he was out on the streets without any money, without any clothes. And these two boys were the first one to feel the presence of someone who could not be seen, but only his footprints could be seen as he walked. Let's move ahead. He escaped easily enough from the boys who followed his footprints in London. But his adventures were by no means over. He had chosen a bad time of the year to wander about London without clothes. It was midwinter. The air was bitterly cold, and he could not do without clothes. Instead of walking about the streets, he decided to slip into a big London store for warmth. Closing time arrived, and as soon as the doors were shut, Griffin was able to give himself the pleasure of clothing and feeding himself without regard to expense. So he easily escaped the boys who had followed him, but he had many more adventures to come up. And definitely he had chosen a bad time to wander in London, as it was winter time and the air was bitterly cold. So, what he decided? He decided to stay inside a store for warmth. Okay, obviously, it was winter in London and it was bitterly cold. So, he wanted some warmth. He decided to stay inside a store. So, as he went inside the store, it was closing time. It was, the closing time arrived. So, the doors of the stores were shut and nobody was there inside. So it was like the best time for him to, he got food to eat and wore new clothes that were there inside the store. And that too without paying anything for it. He broke open boxes and wrappers and fitted himself out with warm clothes. Soon, with shoes, an overcoat, and a wide brimmed hat, he became a fully dressed and visible person. In the kitchen of the restaurant, he found cold meat and coffee, and he followed up the meal with sweets and wine taken from the grocery store. Finally, he settled down to sleep on a pile of quilts. If only Griffin had managed to wake up in good time, all might have been well. As it was, he did not wake up until the assistants were ready arriving next morning. When he saw a couple of them approaching, he panicked and began to run. They naturally gave chase. In the end, he was able to escape only by quickly taking off his newly found clothes. So once more, he found himself invisible but naked in the chill January air. Now, before I explain this, there are certain new words that we have come across. Panicked. Panic refers to a state of feeling panic or terrified. Okay, so let me tell you, wander refers to walking aimlessly. Walk or move in a leisurely manner without any aim. There's no aim, no direction where you're going. Bitterly angry, hurt, or resentful. So now here, let me tell this. So as he went inside the store and the closing time arrived, what he did, he got food over there to eat. He got food to eat and there were also new clothes. So he broke open a few boxes and got an overcoat and a hat. He then found cold meat and coffee in the kitchen and he ate them. So he was happy since he got everything without paying anything for them. He After that, he also had sweets and wine from the grocery store. So he was having a good time. Then he slept on the pile of quilts. Quilts are something like a blanket. So Griffin couldn't manage to wake up in good time. Okay, he was not able to wake up on time. And the next morning, what happened? The assistants, okay, they were already arriving next morning. So the assistants came and they started approaching him. He became very nervous. He panicked. Okay, he was in a state of panic. He didn't knew what to do. He began running. He began to run. So he started running away from them. And the assistants started chasing him. He escaped only because he quickly removed his new clothes. Okay, the clothes which he got from the store. And again, he was invisible and naked. So without any money in the chill air of January. Okay, so again, he was in the same state. He was without clothes and it was very cold out there. And he didn't had any money. So let's see what happened next. This time, he decided to try the stock of a theatrical company in the hope of finding not only clothes but also something that would hide the empty space above his shoulders. Shivering with cold, he hurried to Drury Lane, the center of the theatre world. He soon found a suitable shop. He made his way invisible upstairs and came out a little later wearing bandages around his forehead, dark glasses, false nose, big bushy side whiskers, and a large hat. So this time he decided to try the clothing of the theatrical world. Okay, as he knew that he would surely find something there to cover himself, to cover his face with, so that nobody should be able to identify him. So, where did he reach? He quickly reached Drury Lane. Okay, this place was the center of theatrical world. As he was shivering with cold, he wanted to find something that could cover his body. Now he found a shop according to his needs and he entered the shop. And what did he find there? He found many things. He was wearing bandages. Okay, when he came out of the shop, he was wearing bandages around his forehead, false nose, dark glasses, big bushy side whiskers, and a hat. Now, big bushy side whiskers, what is a whisker? A long projecting hair or a bristle growing from face. So it was like a something that helped him covering himself. Theatrical, yes, theatrical that relates to actors, acting actors of or the theater. Whiskers, as I already said, it's a long projecting hair. Now to escape without being seen, he carelessly attacked the shopkeeper from behind. Carelessly being very insensitive, in a very rude manner, he attacked the shopkeeper from behind, after which he robbed him of all the money he could find. Eager to get away from crowded London, he took a train to the village of Iping, where he booked 2 rooms at the local inn. So then, as he did not have any money, he attacked the shopkeeper in a very rude, in a very insensitive manner. He hit him from behind and robbed him of all his money. Then he felt that London was too crowded. Okay, and hence he decided to move towards a small village nearby, a nearby village, this Iping village. Now he took a train and booked 2 rooms in the local inn, a local hotel where he booked 2 rooms for himself. The event now when he has booked 2 rooms at the local inn, let's see what happened next. The arrival of a stranger at an inn in winter was in any case an unusual event. A stranger of such uncommon appearance set all tongues wagging. Okay, all tongues wagging. What does it mean here? Move or cause to move rapidly. Okay, many people will have many questions there. So he took a train and booked 2 rooms in the local inn, a local hotel. So the event, okay, the event of a stranger coming to coming and staying at the inn, and that too during winter night. It's not a normal thing. Okay, so many questions will be asked on this, and everybody will start talking about it. Okay, also because Griffin was looking very strange. He looked very strange. So obviously it would raise many questions. So let's see what happens next. Mrs. Hall, the landlord's wife, made every effort to be friendly, but Griffin had no desire to talk and told her, "My reason for coming to Iping is a desire for solitude. I do not wish to be disturbed in my work. Besides, an accident has affected my face." So, the landlord of the inn was very much interested in talking to Griffin. Okay, where Griffin stayed. So Mrs. Hall had a lot of efforts to be, she made a lot of efforts to be friendly with this man, with Griffin. But he was not interested. He did not want to talk. And he clearly told her that he did not want it to be disturbed by anybody. And he told her that his reason for coming to this village of Iping was to find some peace, to find some solitude, and he did not wish to be disturbed by anybody because he wanted to do some work. And also he told her that an accident had affected his face, due to which he had to cover it, right? So this was an excuse that he gave to Mrs. Hall, the landlord's wife, who was very much interested in talking to him. So students, will stop here. I hope you understood the lesson. Okay, the first part that we have completed today, and in the next lecture we will continue with the second part. Thank you so much for your time.